welcome to another AirSculpt TV episode. It's Thursday at 3:30, and we've got some great news for you. First of all, I want to say that our Las Vegas office is taking consults next week, so I'm really happy to announce that. And anyone who, if you don't live near one of our offices, it's usually easy to get to Las Vegas, and you can have some fun while you're there. You don't gamble right after the procedure, but the following day you can gamble. And don't gamble with your body. That's why you should have AirSculpt. But and another thing is, behind my head here, we did a Valentine's Day special with a couple. And this is Morgan. Morgan had her tummy done. And she had an uppercut. So she had her tummy fat transferred to her breast. And she really wanted cleavage. And what you could see here is, this is a 1 week before and after picture. 1 week. If someone else can show me any other technology that can achieve that, I would love to know about it. She got more cleavage. Her breasts look great. In a second, we'll show you a picture so you can see the change in her breast. But look at her stomach. I mean, she had what I like to call a double bubble, which is really common in a mommy makeover, where you have kind of an upper belly. Some women call it like their loaf of bread. Completely eradicated, flattened out with great ab definition in exactly 1 week. So we wanted to get her 2 week before and after for you guys, but she actually has a cold. So we didn't want to torture her too much. But let's look at her before and after uppercut shot. So what you can see here is, here's before, and you can see her tummy was much bigger, and here's her after. So the fat was transferred to her breast. What city was this done in?
This was Atlanta. Okay,
so we're really, really delighted with her results. I mean, I honestly could not be happier. I mean, this is what the upper cup is all about. It's exactly what she was looking for. She got shape, size, cleavage, and in such a short amount of time. We're looking forward to interviewing them again. And she'll tell her story, but I'm just delighted. A lot of times after breastfeeding, the breast can kind of get empty, and our whole goal here was to make them kind of like her breast during breastfeeding. And that's a big part of a mommy makeover, is not only fixing the tummy, but fixing the breast. And for 1 week, it doesn't get better than this, guys. But now what we're going to do is do a hip flip. We're going to do a hip flip on a patient named DeLeesa from a show on Netflix called The Circle. So let's go and meet DeLeesa and see her hip flip. We're going to actually show you the fat transfer to the hip, which is an elite body sculpture AirSculpt procedure that we invented called the hip flip. So let's do that.
Right, give us 1 second here. There you are.
Hello.
There you are. How you doing?
I'm doing good. We're out here in Atlanta again. How are you guys doing?
Great, thank you.
Amazing. Okay, so DeLeesa's in there. She is just about to start the fat transfer.
Wonderful.
So sorry?
Perfect. Wonderful.
Okay, perfect. All right, I'm going to go in here and we'll talk to everyone. You can talk to DeLeesa while they're doing this. All right. Hi, everybody. Hello.
Hello.
DeLeesa, she's over here hiding under the towels.
Okay, well, I'd love to meet you. How you doing, DeLeesa?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Are you having fun yet?
Actually, I am. I'm
You
having
are.
some fun.
Okay, then if you're having fun, I want to know what kind of music you're listening to.
Well, I was listening to Dua Lipa because she's just like my feel-good energy music. So.
Wait, her name's Dua Lipa? I thought it was Dua Lipa.
No.
Now I know.
It's
Dua
Lipa. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, you taught me something. I appreciate that. Okay, and how did you find out about AirSculpt and the hip flip?
Oh, so my friend Chris Sapphire, he was on The Circle too. He told me all about it, ripping and raving about you guys. And then, of course, like I had to do my research. I met you guys, and everybody was super friendly, so comfortable. It was like perfect for me.
I'm so happy that you decided to join us. We really appreciate it. And we appreciate you sharing your experience and your story with us. It's so helpful to people that are considering whether or not they want to get AirSculpt or a hip flip. So what are your goals? Like, what would you say your problem was, and what are your goals? Like, what do you want to achieve with the hip flip?
So my goals, okay, so my issue, right? I'm a mom, okay? And I had 2 babies, like pretty much back to back. Before I became a mom, I had like a Coke bottle figure. It was amazing, right? I was really confident. And then, you know, I had my babies, and pregnancy in general is a very drastic change. Can I hold it? Okay.
Yeah.
It's a very drastic change. So my body just looks so different than before. You know, I had a lot of fat in my abs, my back rolls, and it just wasn't going away. So I came here for the best of the best to help me help me get back on track.
Wonderful. And what are your goals with the HipFlip? You want to get that Coke bottle figure back?
I definitely want my Coke bottle figure back. More so for me, literally for me, my comfort and my confidence is what I want from this. You know, I want to look great, of course, but it's also going to be my stepping stone into getting back in shape and getting, you know, being healthy all around.
I'm so happy to hear that. We love a body positive message, and really that's all we do here is try to make people comfortable in their own skin. And
Exactly.
That's everything for us, and we're going to do that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but like you guys have been absolutely amazing. Like I have no questions because you guys answer everything before I even can think of the question. Everybody's been happy and smiling. Like I'm up right now talking to you while I'm getting the surgery.
Yeah, so she's actually having her hip flipped right now.
Right now.
So actually, let's watch a little bit.
Okay.
Can we, Ethan? Can we actually watch? So how much does this hurt, DeLeesa?
Listen, I don't really feel anything.
I'm so happy to hear that. Okay, so what's great is what we're doing is we're transferring fat from where did we take the fat out from, DeLeesa?
So I got it from my full abdomen, right? My entire abdomen, and then my back rolls.
Okay.
So all of that is transferring to my hips.
So what we're doing is we're taking the fat from her tummy and her back, and we're transferring some of it, not all of it, but some of it, to the sides of her hips so she can have a curvy fullness and that's natural. And
Exactly.
it looks, hip flips are actually, I invented the hip flip, and I have to say, whenever I show before and afters to anyone, they're like, what is that? When they see the hip flip, they're like, I want that. Even guys are like, could I get a hip flip? So, you know, like people just love hip flips. I think they do a body good. How much fat are we transferring into her hips?
We started at 1,300.
1,300.
What do we got?
Dr. D?
Now, we've put in 250.
Yes, we have about 300 cc's in, and probably the best view would be to come from the back here and over the top, so you really can see the difference here in the hip flip.
Nice.
Nice figure.
Oh, I love that. Let's take a look. Let's see the difference between one side and the other.
So here's one side.
One side with 300 cc's.
Nice. So what we have is a rounded fullness that's going to make her look more curvy. So this is AirSculpt to actually look more curvy and to have a fullness. It's kind of like the J-Lo figure, a lot of people call it. It's just like some people call it the J-Lo procedure. But and the other side, she hasn't had the fat transfer yet, Dr. D?
So no fat transfer here, but a fat transfer here, and you can see how
Perfect.
it's really curved it out.
You know what? Okay, DeLeesa, do you want to see the difference from side to side? Can we get her a picture or something? Because it's going to be hard
Yes,
for her to
absolutely.
see.
Here, 1 second. We're going to grab that for you.
We're getting some really nice comments on Instagram. Thank you, guys. I love that. It's so sweet of you.
Wow.
So you can see we've kind of made
You
it
see that
small up
fullness?
here, and I
Yeah.
increased the fullness.
So then compare
down
that to
here.
your other side. The other
And
side
fill
hasn't
the
gotten
gap.
anything done yet.
So this doesn't have anything done yet. So you still have a bit of a dip here,
Yeah.
and you're not as full down here. So you won't get that curve that you really want.
Wow. I
So
love
now
Okay,
add
talk
some
to me,
more
DeLeesa. What are your
and
thoughts and
overfill it.
feelings?
Okay. I'm sorry?
What are your thoughts and feelings? Talk to me.
Oh, I'm just so excited.
Is this
I can't
cool?
believe I'm awake and I'm able to like experience and know literally step by step. Like I'm watching the fat it's like it's right there. Wait, hold on, right there. I'm watching the fat leave my body and then going to a place that I feel like, I'm gonna look so sexy.
It's gonna look sexy. It is.
I'm listening, like who listens to music? I FaceTime my mom. I'm talking to you, like I'm chilling.
Thank you.
I'm thinking
Wait,
of
can
my
we take a
homies.
look at her fat? Let's take a look at this fat that's going into your hips. So guys, this is her fat. And you see how it's just a beautiful yellow color? That's because it was removed with AirSculpt in a very gentle fashion, cell by cell, while she was awake. And because we removed it so gently, it's still alive. And now when we transfer it, it's actually going to stay. And we're going to give her a beautiful result.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. I have no doubt about it, honestly.
Oh, me too.
Like,
I can't wait to see her after. So even in 2 or 3 weeks, you're going to be happy. You're going to be like, wow. So I'm going to ask you for a picture because we're going to show it on Airscope TV.
Listen, I'm gonna take pictures all the time now.
Please do. Please do.
They're gonna get sick of me.
Now, what would you tell people who are thinking about getting AirSculpt or getting a HipFlip now that you're actually having it done as we speak?
I would say go for it. Honestly, like I was scared a little bit, and that's just normal. But everybody just makes me so comfortable. Like, if you want it done, get it done. It's completely worth it. You're gonna be comfortable. You're gonna know the entire process, and you're gonna look amazing afterwards. Like I've seen other pictures, like before and afters, beautiful. And the fact that, for me, a big portion of choosing Elite is the fact that the recovery time is so short. Like it's amazing. Like I'm a mom. I'm busy all the time. And I have to be able to take care of my children. So the fact that I'm able to recover as fast as I can, this is just the ideal for me.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now in full, with everyone listening, you're going to be able to take care of your kids tomorrow, and you shouldn't have to take anything more than Tylenol or ibuprofen. That's it. So
just Tylenol and ibuprofen?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you need. And tomorrow you can go back to being a mom.
Which I have to. I have no choice.
Were you worried? Yeah, of course. Were you worried about loose skin with this?
I'm sorry?
Were you worried about loose skin with this?
A little bit, but I was prior to it, but I don't think I'm gonna have to worry afterwards.
Well, you're gonna see incredible skin tightening with this. That's something that I love about AirSculpt is not only does it remove the fat while you're awake super gently and give you an actual better result with a much, much faster recovery time, but every place we remove the fat from, the skin gets tightened. So that's an added advantage that you'll see as you heal. You'll be like, wow, my skin's getting really tight. So I look forward to seeing that when we see your results as well.
I look forward.
You're going to be so happy. I can already tell. I can't wait to show you before and after.
Yes, we finished one side.
Okay, let's
You want
see
to see the inside? You want to grab her?
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Yep, here you go.
Instagram, look at my booty.
Look how cute it is.
What a difference. That's amazing. You want to show her? Can we show
Oh,
you
she is.
this?
She's looking at it in the mirror right now.
Yeah, I can totally see the difference right now.
What do you have to say about that?
What do you have to say about that?
Oh, I can see this one is nice and juicy.
Nice and juicy.
Nice and juicy. I
as
totally
well.
agree.
Yeah, definitely. I'm loving it.
So happy. This is awesome. Well, thanks for letting us watch your HipFlip and with AirSculpt, and we're going to answer some HipFlip and AirSculpt questions and let you get back to business over here.
Okay.
But, thank you, Dr. D, and thank you, DeLeesa, and I can't wait to see your results.
No, thank you so much. Thank you, and thanks for everybody coming and watching and supporting. Honestly, this has been a fun experience. Like, I can't even describe it. And I'm gonna go listen to Cardi B now.
Oh, perfect. How often do people get a procedure done and actually say it's fun? Usually they're like, well, it wasn't that bad. This is fun.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's an important
exactly.
part of AirSculpt. I want it
Yeah.
to be like going to the spa and coming out looking better. So,
Well, that's what's gonna happen.
oh yeah, it's already happened on one side.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You've been delightful, and I can't wait to see how you look.
Thank you. Me either. Bye.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye. Thank you. Okay, we're going to answer some questions now. Let's see, it's loading or something. Okay, so we're going to answer some questions now about hip flips. So, Lauren?
How were hip dips created?
So, originally, there was a big trend where people were complaining about something called the hip dip. And what is that? It's kind of like between your waist and your outer thigh having a dent. So basically, or some people call it double bubble, where you have like a mountain, a canyon, and then your outer thigh creates the other mountain. What we do here is we fill in the canyon with the fat from your waist. So we make your waist smaller, fill in the dent, and that creates like a Coke bottle or hourglass effect that looks really, really beautiful. We're creating a roundness, a fullness, and a more curvy look by taking out waist fat, taking out tummy fat, wherever you have fat that you need it out. Usually you do take the waist fat as part of any hip flip. It's really important. Another question we got is about tailbones. If you have tailbone fat and you're getting a hip flip, we strongly recommend taking out your tailbone fat because that lower back curve gives you, again, more of a fullness, more of a curvy look, and it's one of my favorite areas to do. It takes like, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes to remove the tailbone fat with AirSculpt, and it makes such a big difference. It's kind of a secret, it's kind of like a secret trick that we use for celebrities and stuff like that. So it's a great move. What's the next question?
How much fat stays after AirSculpt's hip flip?
So we purposely put a little bit extra fat in any fat transfer, including a hip flip, because we kind of put about 30% more than we actually think you need, because you should have about 30% reduction once it's fully healed. So I call it the Levi's shrink to fit concept. We purposely transfer too much, so when it shrinks by 30%, it's exactly the size we want. What else, Laura?
All right. Is a hip flip permanent?
A hip flip is permanent. We're transferring live fat to a different area of your body. Your body doesn't know it wasn't always there. And all the fat that lives continues to live forever.
All right. Someone asked, do you need any drainage?
Oh, great question. There are no drains. So no AirSculpt procedure, no AirSculpt fat transfer has drains. We don't believe in drains. That's for a maximally invasive procedure. There are no drains in AirSculpt ever, ever, ever.
What are common areas you can take fat from to get a hip flip?
Well, what DeLeesa did is pretty common. So tummy fat, waist fat, back brow roll fat are probably the most common areas because that's going to give you that snatched look that's curvy, small waist, and then fuller hips. That's very popular.
How long do I need to wear a compression garment for?
Compression garment for a hip flip's about 2 weeks. Usually it is 2 weeks.
Can I lay on my back during recovery after the hip flip procedure?
You sure can. You can lay on your back after a hip flip because we're transferring it to the hips. It's not a full Brazilian butt lift. It's kind of like just like the sides. So you don't have as many restrictions as with the BBL.
Last question. If I have less of a hip dip on one side and more on the other, can the hip flip give me an even look?
So as for any fat transfer, we always try to balance it as much as we can. So usually every single person is asymmetrical. So whatever side needs more fat, we always put more fat in the side that needs more and less fat in the side that needs less.
All right. I think that's about it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for watching again, and we look forward to showing you more before and after pictures. We have some brewing right now, and we'll show them soon, and we'll show DeLeesa soon too. So thanks again for watching, and again, consults in Las Vegas starting next week.